Greetings and welcome to my tutorial. We will learn here how to easily earn draconic incantations even before meeting Margit. Let's start with the class. In my opinion, the best choices are the hero and the prophet. I will go for the hero for his base strength and dexterity, making the start easier. If you don't care about those stats for your late game, then the prophet is a better choice. Let's take the tarnished wizened finger and go outside to fight the boss. Or at least, try. After, you can do the tutorial on the right. You will still return here and go to the door ahead. Take the grace after the door, then go to the elevator to leave the building. Once outside, you will need to take those graces until reaching the gatefront grace. The first step. Church of Ella. Groveside Cave. And then, you reach gatefront. Here is the path so you don't get lost on the way. Rest at the last grace and talk to Melina. Accept her request so you can get Torrent. Return to Church of Ella and talk to Rena. Say you can summon Torrent so you can get the Spirit Calling Bell and the Spirit Wolves. Now return to Groveside Cave so you can easily do the boss thanks to the spirits. Go to the right when you can while crouched so the wolves won't notice you. Once at the boss, summon the wolves and let them distract it so you can kill it safely. As you can see, the boss is simply destroyed. You will get a talisman and 1000 easy runes. The talisman won't be useful, but the runes will allow the hero to increase his dexterity. Let's return to gatefront and increase your dexterity by 1. This will allow you to use the Lordsworn's greatsword found at the nearest chariot. Simply backstab the guard in front of the chest, and after killing him, serve yourself. However, if you're a prophet, the sword and the shield here require too much strength. You can skip to 3 minutes 34 to see where to get a good shield for the prophet. With your new toy, clean a bit the center of the area and pick up the map. After that, I recommend to farm for the brass shield. It's simply the best medium shield. I will show you the fastest way to farm it. There are 4 soldiers here with the shield. This one doesn't have the brass shield, but he might be annoying as he can see you pass. Next one is the one with the trumpet. If ever he notices you, he will alarm everyone. So better getting rid of him now. I avoid summoning the wolves because they may attract attention, so I prefer to be alone. Next, follow this path where 2 soldiers stand. Backstab the first one and kill the other. The guard counter should 2 hit the other soldier, if he doesn't raise his shield too fast. After the last one, return to the grace and redo the cycle until you drop the brass shield. Technically, you don't have to farm the shield as he has a low drop rate, but I recommend it. Beside the bolts, the smithing stones has the highest chance to be dropped. It's not too bad for increasing your sword a bit later to +2 or +3. Finally, after some patience, you get your brass shield. For the prophet, we will go for the beast crest heater shield, requiring only 10 strength. We start from the gatefront grace, going to the opposite direction. Passing by Stormhill Shack. And reaching Warmaster's shack. Once you see the camp, go to the left and pass behind the ruins. The shield can be easily reached by this direction, and you won't attract attention. You will just have to get rid of a soldier, and backstab another one next to the chest. Once they are both dead, just open the chest next to you and the shield is yours. Here is the path to take for the shield with your prophet. Now that you have your early gears, let's go get the Whetstone Knife at the gatefront. Once again, it's not mandatory, but it will allow you to apply a good Ash of War later. This time, the Spirit Wolves will be useful, because you won't be able to avoid a group fight. Let's kill the usual soldiers so they won't bother us later during the fight. Then retrace your steps, and then go to left. Follow the path and backstab the first soldier. Make sure to keep your distances here, so the wolves and you don't get easily detected. From there, the backstab will attract enemies. The wolves will be useful for the fight. After the fight, you can find stairs going to the underground. This will lead to the knife. Once you get the Whetstone Knife, we will be able to go to the next step. From the gatefront grace, we go to the Bridge of Sacrifice 1, passing by those graces. Agil Lake North. Waypoint Ruins Cellar. However, a boss stands there. But like the first one, summon the wolves, and it will be easy. The only annoying thing here is the head, which acts like a shield, so try to hit behind. Once you're done with him, take the grace and resume your path to south. Take Agil Lake south. When you reach the bridge, there will be a stonesword key on the way. Pick it up. And you finally reach the Bridge of Sacrifice Grace. Here is the path to reach the final grace. Let's resume the way to south and seek the Morning Star. This weapon will be handy later. You will find it in a broken chariot a bit further. Take it and return to the grace. Return to the first step. From there, we will go at the beach to the west. Once you reach the edge, look for some ruins and drop on them so you don't die from falling. When you land on the beach, let's go east on our way to the Gold-Pickled Fowl Foot. This item will give plenty of runes later to help reaching a high level early. After picking up the item, take the Spirit Spring to jump onto the nearby pillar. This way, you will be out of reach of the nearby enemies, and so you can teleport away. We go back to Waypoint Ruins Cellar and go north. Take the right path before the bridge. Behind a giant, you will see the third church of Marika. Take the grace here. You can take the Sacred Tear and the Flask of Wondrous Physique around. Very useful. If you previously got the Whetstone Knife, you can go to north to get an Ash of War. You will reach a plain. A teardrop scarab will emit some noises. Try to find it. Once you find it, kill it, and you will obtain the Ash of War, Sacred Blade. You now can return to the grace and apply your new Ash of War. This will add some flat holy damage, increasing the overall flat damage. From the same grace, we will take a secret teleporter toward a boss to another area. The teleporter is hidden in the bushes at the northeast from the grace. Go in the sanctum and take the grace, then go back outside. Avoid this boss as he can one-shot you from a great distance. His aggro area is small though. You can get a golden seed on the path, always good to increase the number of flasks of tears. Before the bridge, take the Ferrum Great Bridge Grace. Then continue, ignoring the dragon. After a while, you will meet a minor Erdtree, being an actual very huge tree. Go behind the tree. You will see a Spirit Spring. Use it to go atop of the cliff. Go ahead, and you will see a huge white dragon laying there. Go to his left hind leg. Now, equip the Morning Star we previously got and start attacking. The dragon has a lot of HP, but the weapon has blood loss, resulting in gain of time. When the dragon's HP is getting low, activate the Gold-Pickled Fowl Foot. This item will boost the acquired runes when defeating enemies, including bosses. I will give credit to the YouTuber Iron Pineapple for this tip for easily earning ton of runes. I used this opportunity to also earn 5 dragon hearts for easy early dragon incantations. Iron Pineapple's video and channel in the description. As you can see, 5 dragon hearts and almost 100,000 runes easily obtained thanks to this tip. We will return to Gatefront, where you can spend the runes to level up. If you didn't rest at a grace yet, Melina will propose you to go to the Round Table Hold. You can accept to join her. From where you arrive, there is a good NPC close. Talk to him. He sells incantations and has Flame Sling. It's a good incantation for cheap ranged attacks. Now we can return to Gatefront and spend the runes for leveling up. I suggest 15 Mind and 15 Endurance. At least 15 Faith and 12 Arcane are required. The first accessible draconic incantations require 15 Faith and 12 Arcane to be used. You can put the rest into Vigor. Now, let's go to the next destination, going west from the Grace. Pick up the golden seed on the path to get an extra flask of tears. Stop at the Stormhill Shack and speak to Rod Erica until she gives you the Jellyfish. The Jellyfish is a good starting spirit too. Unlike the wolves, it's not sensitive to big area attacks. You can find a stonesword key nearby. Pick it up, we will need it too later. Also, you got 2 golden seeds. If you didn't yet, why not consume them at the Grace now? Here is the simple path to Stormhill Shack. Now, we resume our way to east, and we will stop at Warmaster's Shack. When you will see a camp afar, go to left and go atop of the cliff next to it. You can rush through the camp and ignore this part, but you can get a good talisman here. At some point, you will meet an enemy rider. Go past him and go down of the cliff. After reaching the bottom, go right and you will find the doors of the catacombs. To reach the boss of the death-touched catacombs, you will need to find a lever inside. Once the lever is activated, the big door you saw close to the entrance should be open. Enter the door and you will be able to fight the boss. This one is pretty easy. Summon the wolves and kill him. You will get his talisman when defeated. The assassin's crimson dagger restore a portion of your HP when you deal a critical hit. Once outside of the catacombs, we will get the next talisman to increase your holy damages. It's at the smoldering church Grace. Go right and drop back to the road. We will go past Saint's Bridge. Summon Water Village outskirts where you can ignore a boss. And then Smoldering Church on your left. If you're on Torrent, it's normal if it disappears. When you get close, an NPC will invade you. Be careful, this one is harder than the bosses. Then rush to the Grace inside, just in case. This time, the spirits can't help you. The NPC hits very hard but is rather slow, so take advantage of it. But be careful of some surprise attacks like the jump attack. If you die, get out of the church with Torrent or while checking the ring. Once Torrent disappears or the ring becomes gray, the invader will return, so go back inside. When defeated, the invader will drop the talisman, the Sacred Scorpion Charm. This talisman will increase your weapon's holy damage at the cost of some defense. But in my opinion, it really worth it. Here is the path from Storm Hill Shack to Smoldering Church. Now, direction the Cathedral of Dragon Communion Grace, passing by those graces. Rot View Balcony. Kalem Ruins. Smoldering Wall. Kaled Highway South. And behind the decaying dragon, you can see the Cathedral of Dragon Communion Grace. Here, you can choose from several dragon breeds and some other draconic incantations. Like before, I show you the path to take. Go to the pedestal with the red flame to choose your draconic incantations. I would suggest the Rotten Breath and the Dragon Ice for the Scarlet Rot and Frost status. But here, anything can be good, so make your choices. If you have at least 3,000 runes, I recommend to quickly return to the Round Table Hold. You can buy the Memory Stone to possess 3 draconic incantations, or 2 and the Flame Sling. Final step, return to Stranded Graceyard and let's go get the Dragon Communion Seal. Remove the fog by using the 2 Stones Word keys we got during the tutorial on the statue. Drop into the poison pool and rush ahead. You should be fast enough to not get poisoned. But remember to not roll into the poison or the ailment will continue outside of the pool. Now, be careful with this death machine. If it hits you, you will die instantly. There will be safe points on the way. Look at the left and take the second one. You will find an enemy ghost inside. Kill it. Wait for the machine to go up behind you, then rush to the third safe point. Another ghost waits for you. Kill it quickly and be careful of the one on the other side. When the machine returns upward, go to the other side and kill the ghost. Be ready. When you hear the machine hitting the lower wall, drop down and run downward. It will return upward, but on its next way, it will follow you, so use the gain time. At some point, you will have to go left and choose between left and right. Go right. You will meet several ghosts on the way. You need to rush, so ignore them. Stop at the door. Get rid of any ghost who followed you. The rest in late will be killed by the machine. The next ghost is harder, so be careful. Stay close and try to backstab him when you can. When he breathes fire, this is the best moment to get behind him. Once defeated, the Dragon Communion Seal is finally yours. You finally have everything you need to be a draconic caster early. Have fun. Now, let's return to Stormhill Shack and go say hi to Margit with your powers. Don't forget to memorize your spells. You should be able to have 3 of them. After that, follow the main road to the north. When you turn left, go into the forest on your left while continuing ahead toward the castle. This way, the ballista won't be able to shoot its explosive bolts at you. Ignore everyone else. Once inside, rush to the grace if you don't want to be annoyed by the soldiers. On my side, I will show you the power of the dragon's wrath. Just be wary of the close ones. I somewhat missed my first attempt, but I still managed to kill 3 soldiers in front of me. Sad that shield still can block the breath, but the ailment still fully applies. Now, let's see how it works against Margit.